Okay, we are getting ready for Thanksgiving, and one of the things we're going to do is take our turkey and ham and cook that, and then need to make stuffing and a whole bunch of other things. So here we go. Okay, so this is how we do potatoes. And we're going to take the potatoes, we're going to skin them, clean them, and then mush them. And as I learned from my brother, lots of butter.
That's not necessary.
So the next step, you'll notice we have potato peels. In Missouri, we normally give those to the pigs. Here, maybe the teenagers. And then we have potatoes, and then we have water, and we're taking the potatoes and we're cutting them into half, quarter-inch slices. And let's see what happens. Okay, so the next step, you'll notice here, all the potatoes, and you don't call them potatoes, potatoes, they're all boiling in water. And we're doing a no salt boil today, and they're moving along. And meanwhile, the music is going. So now we're gonna do a veggie tray. So, simple dish, colored carrots, I don't know how they colored them. And then you've got cucumbers, and we're gonna have hummus. Hummus delights. Here it goes. Okay, so we've got the vegetable plate ready to go, and we're gonna serve that with hummus. And you'll notice here from Trader Joe's, there's carrots of color. I've got various different colors. There's carrots. Let's go check on the potatoes. Do a little mixy mix and make sure nothing's boiling or burning. All right, everything's good. Everything's good. So the potatoes are cooking away. We have no clue how long to cook the potatoes, but we'll just see how it goes. And there we go. So now what we're doing is doing a pickle plate, pickle dish. And they can put the pickles.
Do you do deviled eggs? Because I do deviled eggs on the side.
Oh, I don't think we're doing deviled eggs. So we cut the pickle into little pieces using an IKEA knife, by the way. That's very sharp.
I also do shrimp stuffing and I stuff bell peppers with the shrimp stuffing.
I don't know if our YouTube crowd needs to know that, but it's going to be in the video though. Okay. And by the way, our potatoes are still boiling. Cindy took the lid off.
Well, because it was boiling over.
It was boiling.
No, you don't put the lid on. You keep the lid on.
My bad.
Oh, you keep the lid on no matter what.
Oh shit! Okay, go put it back on.
All right, we're gonna.
No.
Off. Oh, you don't put the lid on top of on top of potatoes.
No.
You don't put it on. Okay, I do.
No,
all right.
You don't put.
Well, let's go to the next step. All right, so the next thing we're doing is we're doing green pea casserole, and we've got fresh green beans, and basically I take them in a group. So I take a large group, cut them up into 1-inch squares, and then toss them into the cauldron. And the cauldron, which is the witch's brew. But I take these green peas, kind of organize them, get them all in one order, cut off the ends, and then break them up. And we'll show you what happens next. So you'll notice here that we're basically lining up the peas on one end. And then I basically just cut off a little bit just in case something's weird on the end of one of those peas. Then I come over here to where the actual ends are, cut off a lot more, and I just kind of scooted off the wooden plate.
Did you test those if they're
And then
soft?
Potatoes?
Yeah.
I haven't done that. You
Okay.
want to do that? So then we cut these in like 1-inch pieces, and then you can lift the little board and just slide it right in like you're sliding a body off a ship. So then you go grab another set like this, and I just kind of line it up like a deck of cards, I guess, and put it across like this. Cut off these bad ends. I have no clue what I'm doing, by the way. And then we come over here, cut off these ends to make things a little even. And then we cut them into 1-inch squares, you know. I'm not exact. If it's a little less, a little more, who cares? No one's gonna count the size of their pea. Okay. That gives you a little better picture of what's going on, and we'll see you later. So Cindy decided she's going to bake the pies, and we got 2 Marie Callender, a cherry, and what's the other one?
Dutch apple.
Dutch apple. So we're going to cook those before we cook the turkey. You guys can leave comments on whether we should do that, right? And why are we doing that now?
So we don't have to cook them when the ham and turkey are cooking.
Oh, so the ham and turkey come right out and we
And these
serve
probably
it.
should set a while because we don't want to eat them bubbling hot.
That sounds good. So this is our beans. Our bean casserole is basically a bunch of beans. What are we going to do with the beans after I cut them? We're going to cook them, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure that out.
Reheat them before we-
All right, here we go. So the green beans, we decided to add a little onions and celery because we bought it. And Cindy's gonna run out to get cream of mushroom soup. I would get 2 cans. And
Yeah,
then
okay.
she's checking the pies. You wanna show the pies in the oven? So the pies are cooking away. I won't have to do anything. And we're about to pull out, 12 o'clock, we're gonna pull out the turkey and ham. So we're moving along here. And the potatoes, by the way, I took off the heat. Potatoes are ready to make. So you'll notice here that I added some of the, and I'm going to show you what it is here, fried onion pieces. And we added some of those into the green peas with the onions.
Text me if we need anything.
Okay, need to cook. All right, so we're mixing some of the onions into the green peas, some of the fried onions and the regular onions. So put a little bit. Now, I also add a little herbs of Provence, which includes thyme, marjoram, which I guess is marijuana, savory, rosemary, basil, sage, lavender. That's a lot of spices. We actually put this in the turkey, so we're gonna have a theme for this meal that's gonna have the same spice in the turkey and in the green beans. So anyway, we mix this up. We're gonna add a little olive oil, and then Cindy had to run out to get, that's a big piece, had to get some cream of mushroom soup. And the potatoes are ready to go, so yeah, I think I sit and do nothing for a little bit. So I'm kind of going to show you croutons using French bread. So you can see that the hard part's cutting it up. You gotta have the right kind of knife, I guess. But making these big croutons, French bread, we'll season it, and then we'll go ahead and put it in the oven so they're crispy. And then they're all ready to go. So let me show you how we cut this. Oh, I cut it in half first. So you cut it horizontal first and then take each piece. It's a little easier. And then I cut across, get these, throw them in, and again cut across. The hard part is not smashing the bread. And if you want the truth, I have no clue how this is going to turn out. So again, cut it kind of horizontal long way, and then cut the short parts here, each one, and then again we'll season it, olive oil it. I just love olive oil. And then we'll have our croutons, maybe. So we're at the point now, probably see a whole plate of these croutons with French bread. They have to be cooked, and before I cook them, I always put in some herbs. So keeping with our theme of this herb, so it's going to be similar to the turkey herb, but it has, this particular herb has every herb you can think of in the world. So we'll kind of mix this up a little bit, gently, because the bread's, you know, basically it's broken and smashed very easily. So we'll put that in there and let that cook a little bit. I'm very tempted to add, I'm going to add a little salt. Don't tell anybody. And then, you know, it's herb French bread is really what we're going for here. Something with some nice sauce on it. So that's our first pan, and unfortunately I still have bread left, so I'm going to do a second pan. So to give you an update where we are in our Thanksgiving, I'm going to open this up. The pies are still cooking, I think. The croutons are... So as I was saying, we've taken the croutons out, and they've got